Hey y'all, I'm Kim Tyler, one half of Meet the Tylers, and this is the Bluntie Kim Show Shorts. And we are here today because I got some things to say. Right, got my own audience and all that. Anywho, so we're here. Today's topic is how Bluntie Kim got into podcasting. So I'm going to go back to around high school years. So I was really intrigued with V103, Chris Lover, DJ Greg Street, Ryan Cameron, Frank Ski. Like I was very into the radio and I wanted to be them. So I always said, well, I'm going to just work until I get an opportunity, but one day I'm going to get a chance to be on the radio, right? So this was pre-internet. This was when radio was still like FCC radio, like, you know. Anywho, so then fast forward, I almost got a chance to work at a radio station with this dude that I met at the club one night, but I couldn't make it to the audition, so I ended up not getting that. Then after a while, I was dating my husband now. Shout out to Nelson, aka Smoke. His auntie had started a radio station, so she asked me about my interest. Well, she got someone to talk to me about my interest in co-hosting. And at first I was like, oh snap, this is really happening. Like, this is really happening. And then it was like, okay, now what? So I just started like promoting it. I started telling everybody everywhere I went, like, oh, I'm on this online station, da da da. And it worked. Like, people were listening, people were tuning in, people were calling in. Like, it was doing good. And then some things happened, and we stepped aside, because my husband, he used to come and call in and talk on the show and stuff with us. But we stepped aside and ended up with 2 kids. And then enter the pandemic. And I started listening to a lot of podcasts. And so I was like, on IG, I started finding all these podcasts. And I was like, okay, I started adding them one by one. And then I just started expressing interest in, I talked to my husband about it. And he was like, yeah. And at first he wasn't going to. I had to really talk him into it. But then now he likes the idea. And I was like, okay, let's do it. So I just started guest appearing on like all kinds of shows. And then I finally got him to come and guest with me. And we just started showing up like everywhere. And before you knew it, we had a deal. Shout out to Channel 82 Network. At the Sound of My Voice podcast, Mr. Mario J is one genius of a businessman. We totally support the movement. We're here for it as well. He really believes in us. So that's why we're family. That's why it goes the way it goes. Because at the end of the day, like, you have to have a team of loyal people in order to succeed. And that's just my opinion. That's why this is the Bluntie Kim Show, because this is where I get to tell you how I feel. And I get to tell you without you talking back. And I get to express myself in my ways and do everything that I can do to make sure that these things go the way they're supposed to go. So, I just can only do what I can do at the end of the day. But anywho, here we are. So our future looks bright, and we hope to grow and help the company grow as much as the company can help us grow. And we're here for opportunities. We're here to present opportunities. We're here to fully engage in this podcast industry and merchandise. We have shirts, we have hats. Meet the Tyler's podcast is everywhere. We're growing. Our audience is growing. And I just want y'all to understand where my heart is and where we're coming from this season. So I'm doing these Bluntie Kim show shorts, and they're 15-minute episodes. You're just going to get to know me a little bit, and I'm going to be sharing stories. Every episode is going to be me talking. This ain't the Bluntie Kim show. The Bluntie Kim show is live on IG exclusively. So these are Bluntie Kim show shorts where I get to talk my talk before the episodes. I get to talk my talk after the episodes. This is what this is here for. And it builds my presence, my audio presence. I listen to everything that I record back. And if I don't like it, I chuck it and I start over. This is recording number 3, actually, that I've tried. So, hey, if y'all are here with me, I'm here with y'all. Okay, so when I guess spotted on Big Smash's show, Bet the House podcast, I seen him coming back out with his episodes, and I was like, hey, I'm interested in being a guest on your show. And he was like, sure. Didn't know what we were going to talk about, didn't know each other, nothing. And I came on there, and he invited me to come back for an episode of Voices of Reason with him and Morio. This is where my line starts at in this podcasting game with Auntie Kim from 2GO Radio, and with Big Smash of Bet the House podcast, and Mr. Morio J of At the Sound of My Voice podcast at Channel 82 Network. Now, here we are, Meet the Tyler's podcast. This is the Bluntie Kim show shorts, which is a baby of Meet the Tylers. This is my opportunity to talk. This is my opportunity to talk about things that are important to me, which brings me to the last subject of the day that I want to address as a woman, because this is totally out of pocket for the United States government to step in and give us women absolutely no rights in how we can carry a child or not by our own choice and our own body. 60 years of progress for women went down the drain with the reversal of the Roe versus Wade judgment. Amazingly, I just heard that one of the justices is retiring. So it was nice that they kept him on long enough that, he could get that vote in there. And anywho, so yeah, let's just say that I'm not a fan of, I'm upset with our government right now. Am I a traitor? No, I'm not a Benedict Arnold. I love my family. I love being born in America. I love the rights that I have in America. I love being able to say that. But if you're taking my rights away, now I'm upset, because this is not a democracy anymore. You've now put us in our place again. From the 1960s, like literally. Do you know how many people are going to die from getting black market abortions? People that don't know what they're doing. You know how many stories I've read of women who were sticking hangers up in them to bust their cervix open to kill the baby themselves, just to not have, like, before it was, y'all are tripping. And if I get pulled for this, then I understand, because the truth's been spoken. So I get it. Now, with that being said, pro-choice is not always pro-abortion. Just because someone is for our right to choose for ourselves what we want for our own bodies. So if that's the case, why ain't we doing automatic vasectomies are reversible? Vasectomies are reversible. Life starts at ejaculation, right? Right? Why is it only women being put under the rights taken away? Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. The craziness that I experience on a day-to-day basis in this life is amazing. Now, mind you, I'm a mother of 4 kids, so I've been pregnant, I've given birth, I've lost babies, I've actually buried a 3-month-old baby. J Money Travis Prince Pugh, he lived for 3 months and 3 days. And there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about him, you know? But at the end of the day, like, I didn't abort him. He died by nature. He forgot to breathe in his sleep. So that's something that I had no control over, you know? But at the end of the day, I medically have had to make that choice before. My life or a baby's life. And I'm going to always choose my life because I am an adult to choose. And that's where this rights being provoked from us, that's revoked, not provoked, revoked from us, is really starting to depress me. Like, do I need to find citizenship in another country to be free? Like, I thought America was the land of the free. This is getting ridiculous. I'm sick of both parties. You want to hear that truth? I'm sick of both parties. And I hope that some reform comes from somewhere because America is falling apart. And whose fault is it? Because both the parties just go back and forth. Who knows which laws were put into effect, when, who, what, where. Like, y'all are just doing the most right now. And why? When we're already falling apart, I'll never understand. But that's just a Bluntie Kim thing. And, this is not the opinions of any of my sponsors. This is not the opinion of any of my fellow network podcasts or my husband. I'm not representing anybody but Bluntie Kim on this show. And with that being said, the last 2 minutes, I like to end the show telling y'all a little bit about where y'all can find us. We're on IG at Meet the Tyler's Podcast 2021. We're on TikTok at wearethetylers.com. On YouTube at Meet the Tylers or We Are the Tylers. If you look in We Are the Tylers or Meet the Tylers, one of those are going to pop up our pages. Okay, just blame it on my mind, not my heart. It ain't that I don't know, it's that I just can't think about it right now. So, okay, anywho, Channel 82 Network, Meet the Tylers Podcast, we have a website, www.wearethetylers.com. We have merchandise. Go order a hat. Go order a shirt. If you want to DM me and order, let me know. Okay? I got y'all. So, represent for me. Show me some love. Strangers, people I know, family, friends, foes, all of y'all. It's one love, one thug. I really appreciate y'all tuning in. I appreciate y'all taking the 15 minutes out to hear me out. Today's been a day for me. Just consider it one of them days. I love y'all. I wish y'all peace, prosperity, and blessings. Get your life. Get your life. You only got one. And with that being said, I'm out.